everyone, I'm Guy, and today I want to show you how you can use Komodor in order to do port forward from your own local machine into a pod running in Kubernetes in the cloud. It really allows you to test and run API calls from your machine to the service without going through a VPN or some proxy servers, really like direct connectivity to the pod and the container. You can also do that in order to open Web UI, which is encapsulated and run only on the Kubernetes cluster. So let me show you how to do that using Komodor. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to the left sidebar, click on workloads, pods, and I'm going to find my own pod. So it's run locally on my machine, but we're going to connect that using Komodor. So I'm going to pick my Argo CD server, which I'm going to test my API call against it. So we got the Argo CD server pod in here. I'm going to click on it and click on port forward. So in order to do that, before I'm starting to use the port forward, I'm going to click on the lower command, run it in the terminal, and Komodor is going to install a CLI, which we are going to use in order to activate the port forward. After that, we can define what is the local port that we want to bind into the port forward, and what is the port in the container that we want to connect to it. Based on that, Komodor will prepare this command for us, and now we are ready to go into our terminal and paste it. It will take a few seconds, and now we can see that Komodor has started listening for incoming connection. So we have two things that we can do using that. For example, I can go to my browser, and I'm going to connect to the Argo CD application directly from my browser. You can see it's loading, and now I have the ability to connect. I can take in my credentials, connect to it, and now review my application. It can be used for a third-party tool like Argo, but it also can be used for your own self-development tools and web servers. The second thing we are going to do is I'm going to use Postman. If I'm working on web development or front-end development, using the UI would be more beneficial for me, but if I'm a back-end developer, maybe going to try to test my back-end APIs, that would be more beneficial for me. So now in Postman, I can see that I'm trying to activate a GET request to the Argo CD API, but I'm going to use a local host and the port that we activated through the port forward. And when I'm going to click on the send command, it's going to send a request to the Argo CD server through the port forward, and now we get a response based on the JSON from the Argo CD running in our remote cluster. And using Postman and browser, you can also test your application much easily and connect through them using port forward. That's it. Thank you very much.